Welcome to the mini webinar, Personalizing Profits, Key to Increasing Shareholder Value. Are you wondering why your strategies, although solid, are not positively impacting your bottom line? Are you leaving your shareholders disappointed? Overall, 64% of company strategies fail. It's easy to understand why once you recognize that 70% of employees are unable to pick out their company strategy in a multiple choice question. My name is Jane Binzak, and I'm a Chief People Officer and an attorney. I have repetitively tackled this challenge, and in doing so, I've become much more than a human resource leader or risk manager. I've become a business driver. Utilizing personalized profits, I've successfully led organizations transition from a privately owned company to a publicly traded organization through a reorganizational bankruptcy and even through a hostile takeover. These efforts supported revenue increases ranging from 100 to 450%. Results began to be seen in less than 45 days, and shareholders became more than satisfied. My approach, Personalizing Profits, takes a strategic initiative and turns it into an engagement springboard. You become an elite organization, enhancing shareholder value because 100% of your team is focused solely on executing your strategy. I mean, come on, let's be honest. If you continue the practice of creating one well-crafted communication to initiate your strategies, you will fail. Your shareholders will be disappointed, and the stability of your organization may even be at risk. It just simply is not effective to deliver a one-size-fits-all strategy plan. To be successful, your team needs more. They need clarity. They need to understand how the changes will impact themselves personally. They also must understand the importance of their role in the organization's success. It must resonate, and it must eliminate surprises. Let's look more closely at personalizing profit. I have repetitively used this with organizations to increase their revenue and operationalize their strategies. It consists of 3 steps. Step 1 is where you introduce the business shifter strategy. This is a traditional approach. Most companies do this in some format. It's known as the one-size-fits-all communication. Step 2 is where the magic happens. Here, each work group receives a personalized plan. This ensures 100% of the team knows their role and everyone is pushing in the same direction. This aligns all work groups' motivations and experiences, and it removes uncertainty or barriers that block bringing the strategy to life. In short, it removes all the noise. How does it work? Let's look more closely at step 2. Team members must know whether or not there's any change to their job responsibilities and the tools they'll be using to perform their job. Team members must know whether this will impact their compensation and benefits, whether or not it will impact their bonus. Team members must know whether they will have additional compliance requirements. They must know whether or not it'll change their daily workplace interactions. Will they have a different supervisor, or will they be receiving client feedback via a technology portal rather than in person? Team members must know whether it'll change their work environment. Will they continue to be remote or on-site, or will it become a hybrid? Team members must know and feel that they have job security, and they know what they need to do to maintain that job security. Do they need to get additional training? Do they need to improve their performance? Do they need to change their hours of availability or communication style? What is it that they need to do to continue to be relevant to the strategies of the organization? Last but not least, the team members must be inspired and leave inspired and know the value they bring to the initiative. Once you get to step 3, here is where the fun begins. Here is where you realize the results and you celebrate your increase in shareholder value. While it's important that your work groups are actively involved at the kickoff stage of your strategies, your work groups must continue to be actively involved. They must be owning, pushing, and improving your strategy throughout its full implementation. Healthy feedback loops keep team members inspired over the life of the strategy. I've been able to create meaningful feedback loops in as little as 30 days. Meaningful feedback loops are critical because executives only see 30 to 40% of the roadblocks in implementing that strategy. However, your team sees 70% of them. Obtaining your team's feedback increases your success rate by 30 to 40%. Your feedback loops must be psychologically safe so that you receive true actionable feedback. Then you must listen to the feedback and apply it. By nurturing your feedback loop, you'll shorten your implementation periods and consistently improve to stay ahead of your competitors. Let's talk about creating a personalizing profit implementation plan for your organization, and let's exceed your shareholders' expectations. You can reach me at 651-261-0794 or send me an email at jane.binzak@gmail.com. Thank you.